Hey guys, what is going on? It is Ando, and last night while we were streaming GAC, there was a crumbs puzzle, which is led us to this photo. We'll get more into what the puzzle led, but the news has been out for a while. I'm sure you guys have heard it. I do want to hear what your guys' thoughts are, so please leave in the comment section what your guys' thoughts are on getting a Galactic Legends Ahsoka, which is where we look like we're going towards in Galaxy of Heroes. I just want to see where everyone else's opinions are. I'll give you guys my own. Like I said, normally I do this during a stream, so that way there's a little bit back and forth talk, but I guess we'll just have to do it through the comment section. So, all right. So, yeah, like I said, Crumb put out a post or a puzzle. Those puzzles, I was joking around with the stream. Those things have become from like, I think the original ones were like, okay, yeah, like basically like Star Wars trivia is like, all right, who's Luke's father kind of thing, and we'd be like, oh, okay, got it, and then like we'd get something. Nowadays it's like, okay, yeah, put this into some sort of like decoder, find geo coordinates. There's going to be like in separate states and countries, there's going to be, you know, different messages, then you put them together and then you find it and you do a maze. It's like, holy cow, man. But anyways, as you guys can see, Night Trooper is one of the reveals that they gave us. Very interesting to me. If you've seen Ahsoka, you'll know that these guys are they're Night Sister. They're used with Night Sister powers. But they are, I guess, maybe Imperial Remnant. I don't know how they're going to faction these guys, but it does seem like, okay, yeah, we're going to get Night Trooper. Feels like that would also lead into a Thrawn as well. You know, they usually give a separation between the GLs. But if you have Ahsoka on one side, it feels like her opposite is Thrawn. Very interesting that they're going about this now, as I feel like we are just getting to the point where we're starting to see what Ahsoka is going to become. And I don't think we like, does she deserve to be a Galactic Legend? I think like you can make an argument for it. I feel like we should almost wait to see what she truly is, and like, you know, like to see where this show kind of takes her. But, you know, I guess we're going to just iterate a Galactic Legend from what we have now, which again, I don't really actually have any issues with. It's just an interesting choice. Anyways, this was like part one of the thing. Then it came down to here, right? So the bonus info, Asako Tano, Relic 9, and then this in Erebush, I think that's what it is. But it basically says Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano is coming to the holotables. All right, so yeah, I'm assuming this is gonna be one kit that we are going to lead into. It seems like we're going to go into the Ahsoka time frame. Again, one of my issues with this is that it just kind of doesn't make much sense. It felt like we were going to head into an Andor series, you know, time frame where, you know, we're going to get Luthen. And now it seems like, okay, maybe we're going to swap to a different show, a little bit different of a time frame. And that's one of my issues, I guess. It's not a huge issue by any means, but it's just like, oh, okay, like I guess we're kind of throwing Luthen in, and then we're gonna kind of do something else with like a Galactic Legend. One of the big issues that I do have though is we are gonna have a lot of competing requirements, guys, and Galactic Legends are a little bit more. I don't know if I would call them friendly, but they usually, you know, they go into the journey guide. They stay there until you're ready, and you're able to kind of, you know, go at it at your own pace. The pressure comes from those that are in Kyber 1, Kyber 2, you know, as you kind of trickle on down. When the new Galactic Legend comes out, right, everyone wants to have it. It's like the hot new thing. And if you don't have it, sometimes it can feel bad. Sometimes it can be like, oh no, I'm going to, you know, miss out and I'm going to lose some GACs, and that means that I'm going to lose crystals and all these other things. So it has like a separate tie into it. That is the pressure, I should, you know, I guess as you could put it. that one is what it is, right? Like it's just always going to be there, right? Of course, those that spend will get Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano quicker than those who don't. It is just sort of how that one rolls. But yeah, that's just the one where I'm like, okay, like here comes all these competing requirements, because we've got the raid, we've got, you know, the now the Galactic Legend. I mean, reading into the tea leaves, right? We should be coming into a spot where we're gonna get another ship soon, a capital ship, like a Galactic Legend capital ship. So we're gonna have a lot of things that come in. So yeah, so like I guess my first thing, like I said, the time frame seems weird. And you know, like this doesn't seem to tie in to anything right now. Like the raid we know is going to be Galactic Republic. As of right now, you know, Ahsoka Tano, like the OG snips, she's not used in the raid, so it's not like we get a benefit from that. You know, it doesn't fit in really with Luthen. So yeah, there's just a lot of like kind of, it just feels like there's layers to this now, where we used to be able to be pretty narrow in like where we were kind of going. This feels like another one of those resource drains that we're going to feel pretty soon. And then my last thing, which is not such a big deal, again, if you are more of a PvE player, but if you are a PvP player, like I kind of consider myself, I just did the quick simple math, right? At the highest end of GAC right now, we have 22 teams that are required. And that, you know, that's again 5v5, but that's the highest that we can kind of get, right? 11 teams on defense, 11 teams on offense. You go in, if you do it right, that's all you'll need. And so basically right now, 41% of our GAC, and it's never usually like this, but you know, 41% of our GAC is going to be fought either against a Galactic Legend or with a Galactic Legend. And so we could kind of just expect that that's going to be like kind of the case, right? So almost half, you know, it's a little bit less than half, but almost half of GAC is going to come down to Galactic Legends. You know, for me, for the longest time, I've been all about not having many Galactic Legend. Well, not many, like not bringing too many on offense. I like the challenge of, you know, doing a Gas Oil First versus Rey, or doing you know, Star Killer versus, you know, Rey. You know, there's other stuff, you know, Bo-Katan against whatever. So there's fun aspects in doing all those things for me personally. Whenever I think the quote unquote the most boring fights that we have are the ones where I've got a Galactic Legend, I'm killing a Galactic Legend, or worse, when I'm using a Galactic Legend to kill like a Malgus or something like that. So I don't know, and I've said this multiple times. I don't know what the answer is to that. It's a tough one, because I don't really want more teams to be added, because it just is more of a time commitment. But at the same time, it's sort of getting to the point where it's like, what is kind of all the point of all these Galactic Legends if I'm not gonna use the other teams too? I don't know. I guess we'll see if there's any more game modes that are added, or, you know, like a revamp for Territory Wars. I really feel like they need something with the PvP side of things. It seems like right now a Galactic Legend Ahsoka just doesn't really give us much, right? Unless they come out like, and even if they come out with a TB planet, at this point I'm just sort of like, TB, it becomes a chore once you add more planets to my schedule, right? Like it's sort of like how I was just talking about PvP. Like every single time we would seem to want to add more content into that, it's like, oh, there's another thing I got to do. So again, she doesn't fit in Raid. She doesn't really fit in so far to TB. If they do fit her into TB, I don't know what I really want from her. You know, I don't really feel like I want another planet. Yeah, it's just a really interesting thing. You know, GAC, right? In PvP in general, it's like we've already got enough to where we can fill up all of Territory War defense with all Galactic Legends. We've already at a point where, you know, 40% of our fight, give or take, of GAC is going to be with Galactic Legends. So it's like, man, I don't know how much more Galactic Legends we can kind of handle. But again, I do want to hear you guys' opinion. As far as the character goes, like I really like Ahsoka. I like the show. I thought it was a really fun show. I think it's a good way to market the game. So I don't blame them for doing so, but I'm just sort of like, where's the driving factor in this, right? It's not going to be good in this raid. It's not going to be good in this thing. Like, what is it going to do for us other than give us another Galactic Legend that we can place on defense or whatever the case is? So anyways, like I said, want to hear your guys' opinion. Wanted to just make a quick video. It looks like we're heading towards another Galactic Legend, guys. It's going to be a competing requirement. We're going to have to decide what we want to do. But let me know what you guys think about it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.